It's time that we call for Khaled to be released and to come home to our children. And for him, until that day, his prison conditions need to be improved.
QED was formed out of a personal experience that my family went through. I'm a mother of 4 kids, and our family went through a personal ordeal over several years. As a Canadian citizen and as a member of the Canadian community, I reached out for support, and I had many people come support me.
In 2013, Khaled, the key founder of QED, and his family and his friends found themselves shocked when one night he disappeared in Egypt. And that mobilized Sarah, her family, myself, and hundreds of individuals to fight for Khaled's freedom, and thousands of people worldwide to advocate and be a voice for Khaled so that he can be reunited with his children. In 2016, when Khaled and his family were blessed that he be reunited with his children and start his life again.
When our ordeal was over and we were reunited as a family, we just had an overwhelming need and urge to give back to the community who was there for us. So that's where the idea of QED came from. It was the idea that we wanted to help others who are in need, other underprivileged communities, mothers, families, people who are suffering.
QED's vision is to build, connect, and empower individuals and communities to foster equity of access and outcome. We focused on disadvantaged communities like the refugee communities by bridging the gap of services, increasing access to these services, and increasing the efficiency of the organizations who serve these communities.
QED also partners with researchers and academics in different Canadian universities to provide them with community outreach in their research projects through our set of trusted clients.
I've been working with QED since its inception, and I'm currently working closely with QED's research team. Our research projects are meant to impact the programs and services that are designed to assist with the integration of refugees in Canada.
QED is special in many ways. We're trying not to reinvent the wheel and not to be another organization that is out there. We're basically positioning ourselves to address the gaps in service, and we're trying to really be in between service organizations and the communities that are going to be served.
My biggest motivation is coming to this office knowing that my projects are being used for the help of people, and the services that we provide here are being used for people that are in need for them.
The Al-Qasas Foundation does is very important because they add technology and innovation to the settlement sector. And this is very important because, as you know, in Canada, we welcome so many immigrants and newcomers and refugees on a regular basis. And so adding the technology component to the settlement sector really helps increase efficiency and effectiveness of our programming.
QED now serves hundreds of beneficiaries. It has created platforms and resources and accelerated the goals that we wanted to do in a way that we thought was impossible. And it's created a team of people who are passionate about what they're doing, who make us proud every single day for what they've accomplished.
Coming from a software development background, I've used my skills with websites at QED, and right now the game is something new. We're combining gaming with education at the same time. The game is being used for education and innovation, and it will be used on the community.
We believe in partnership, and all our programs and services that we offer are in partnership with relevant organizations who help increase the efficiency and offer more to the clients and to the communities being served.
For the various programs that we deliver in the field of education, using technology with the help of the Al-Qazaz Foundation has really helped us to reach so many more people and to do a lot more with the limited resources that we have. This is one of the most important and unique aspects of the Al-Qazaz Foundation.
We started with QED in working in partnership with a project called the Wellness Program, and that's how we sort of tested each other out and to see whether we can work well together. QED has a phenomenal project called the Wellness, or program called the Wellness Program, that addresses the community mental health issues within our larger community. It is very interactive, it is conducted by professionals, and that was a wonderful, wonderful project that we are working towards and that we have written proposals in partnership with QED.
What makes QED special as well is its partnership with research institutions and academics, basically to add depth and evidence-based research to whatever programming we're doing. And this basically helps improve our programs and at the same time shares those findings in an academic and a professional way.
We explored issues facing the labor market integration of Syrian refugees in the Greater Toronto Area, and we evaluated the effectiveness of government-funded employment support programs. We shared our findings with practitioners and academics at this year's annual CRHNet conference in Vancouver. Our current project, which we are working on together with the Centre of Refugee Studies at York University, will evaluate QED's mental wellness program for refugee women. We hope that our findings will further improve this important and unique program.
By engaging with organisations like Al-Qazaz, who can help us, explore in more depth the impact of specific policies on various communities, we're able to look at not just the effectiveness of the policy, but the crucial element, which is that policy changes when it's enacted by communities who are actually affected by it. And it's those policy changes, it's the changes in those policies when they're enacted by groups that's highly significant, to understanding the effectiveness of a policy. So organisations like Al-Qazaz, and Al-Qazaz in particular, I might say, were extremely helpful for us in enabling a greater development of a greater understanding of the impact of the private sponsorship scheme at a federal level.
As QED is committed with developing evidence-based programs for newcomers and marginalized communities, QED, since its start, has created a research unit. The research unit is basically made for research for action, and for that, the research unit has committed to two main roles. These two main roles are meant to create a sort of a cycle. The first role would be developing a research base for each and every awareness program or project, and to ensure that these projects are based on a specific need within the community. Also to make sure they are applicable or to validate this applicability. The second role would be the evaluation of those programs after running.
After 2 years of experimentation and trying and piloting new ideas and new programs, we were able to really put our hands around a model of service that increases the efficiency of services, especially for educational programs, where we're able to blend in e-learning and direct programming in a very creative way.
The first one I'll discuss with you is our Women Wellness Program. We've run this program in 6 communities, each time with about 15 to 20 women. What we have is a very unique approach to addressing mental wellness, physical wellness, and just to help with their integration in the communities. We always work in partnership with a service provider community. Catch Up is our second program we're going to be discussing. As the name suggests, Catch Up is a program that has been uniquely designed for refugee children that have gaps in their learning.
We have been able to add a value of education, educational resources, added a value of staffing input, added a value of opportunities that we otherwise would not have been able to attain through either the wellness program that they have or through the catch-up project that we're both working on together, through projects such as Malumat Qanuniya that we have going together. This adds a better value to both of our services. It only enlarges our base. It makes us more professional, both agencies more professional, and above all, it provides professional information and professional services to our extended, larger client base.
Our third program is the English tutoring program. English tutoring program is meant to be used as a supplement for learners that haven't been able to go to regular ESL classes due to personal reasons, maybe trauma, maybe not enough daycare, or for logistical issues. Our fourth program is legal information videos, and we here at QED, we're very excited to implement this in the community because although there is written information specifically for the Arabic-speaking community, there wasn't any videos to educate them and make them aware about the legal rights, specifically with family law, children's rights, and human rights.
I started here as a student intern, not knowing what to expect. I ended up doing multiple tasks and working on multiple projects.
We believe not only does our vision include our primary objective of serving those communities here in Canada, but even one day we believe that we could be serving the needs, the educational and mental health needs and others for vulnerable communities right across the world, to to villages in places that you think you could never reach. So our vision for QED is to reach as many people as possible, as far and distant as possible with the services that we have been able to create.
And we're willing to give people the chance and give people that hope in their lives to give back to the community and really foster that and continue to give. So one of the things that we had worked really hard to believe is the idea of pay it forward. And QED is really an example of continuing to pay it forward, not only with helping communities who need that help, but also empowering them to continue to do that with the broader community.
After 2 years, we have a model that seems to be working. This model is transferable, is easy to implement across the country, and is easy to rerun and expand and develop. So in 2 years, we're able to provide this model and offer new services based on this model.